Okay, well, we found Philippe, and he's just making his way back towards Marina Rubicon at the moment, having missed the mark and missed a great big lighthouse. So it's going to he'll be happy to get back there. That's all I can really say at the moment. So it's still going to take another hour or so, and he's there. You know, conditions aren't too bad. The wind's dropped off to about 15, I suppose. 15, 20. Hello! Good to see you. Unbelievable. Okay, well, he's looking good now. He's slowly. Never mind. There's not far to go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he'd be happy to get there. So missed it by went past. We came out at 6 o'clock this morning, and we were just waiting behind the lighthouse, and then all of a sudden a position popped up. We saw it on the phone, and he was 1.5 miles offshore, a beam of the lighthouse. So we thought then there was going to be a bit of an issue, and as it turns out, hang on, just hanging onto the bits here. As it turns out, then we lost radio contact with him. We were quite busy, obviously. I'm not sure why, and we couldn't find him, and it went right down to the island south of here. So that was unfortunate, because it was probably about 7 miles, I think, 6 or 7 miles downwind, and that meant that now he's had to beat all the way back. So it's cost a lot of time. I can't quite hear what he's saying there. Anyway, beautiful day for a sail, but I know he'll be a bit frustrated about being out there right now. You can see off in the distance there, that's where we're going, just literally right under those mountains there. That's where Marina Rubicon is. The rounding mark is about 1/2 mile offshore from there, and then at that point he'll have to reef the mainsail once he gets to the rounding mark, and then go around the mark and drop head sails, and then sail just with a reefed mainsail for about 20, or in fact exactly 20 minutes. And during that time we'll pass over the films. He's got some film and cassette tape to give us, and then once the time's up, 20 minutes later, he'll be able to make full sail and head south again. Basically, it's a northerly wind at the moment, so Philippe's heading up into the wind. We're in the lee of the island, so the sea's down a bit. When he did turn around initially, he was out in the ocean, you could say, and seas were very choppy, so that was quite demanding. So a little bit disappointing, but that's what happens. Obviously, it'd be an interesting story. I have no idea why he missed it, because it's a big lighthouse, and big lighthouse, clearly visible. Who knows what, but he's been driving really hard in the last 10 days or so since Le Sable d'Olonne, trying to get a break on the rest of the fleet, and maybe that's part of the reason. Who knows? But certainly disappointing for Philippe, and probably good news for those following up behind. It's a long way around the world, but this is all treated as being like a little race in itself. So it's pretty cool that he's the.
Ask how much time he has.
Time?
Yeah, he may think he's here.
Oh no, you're okay, Philippe. You got to go. Just head for the big mountain. Head straight for the big mountain. You're probably still 1 mile away. Okay? Yeah, you're probably about 1 mile or so. Just head straight for the big mountain. Oh, geez. Yeah, I just realised he's already reefed and set down, but it's still quite a way off. Okay, Philippe, it's the left-hand hill. It's directly underneath that. It's still about a mile away. But yeah, maybe a bit more even. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yep. So this will take a while, so we might just call it there. At least he's here, he's on his way. He's probably another half hour or so before at least half an hour before the mark, and we'll come back on again live when we get there, because it's still going to take a while. He's looking good. Now he's going to put the number one back up again, because the wind's dying down. Obviously, it gets a bit lighter here every time it's dawn or very early in the morning, and then the breeze picks up in the afternoon. And by the look of it, he's certainly already got the reef in the main, and that would have been part of just sailing to windward as well. But now that wind's died off, the Genoa will come back up, and he'll keep driving towards the buoy. Yep. Boat looks good. Wind vane's doing its job back there. It's a Beaufort wind vane made in France. You can see the big difference here with Philippe. He doesn't have head sail furling gears at all. Keeps a bit of weight out of the rig and gives a better sail shape, specifically when you're going to windward like this. You'd be able to point a lot higher than if he had furling gears, but he doesn't. And the trade-off for that is that it's a lot of work to change sails all the time, and it's very hard work for sure. So plenty to do. To do. Lionel's driving here, keeping everything happening for us. Lionel has prepared a lot of these boats. He's préparateur for Jean-Luc and also Uku, and had been a previous entrant, but for lots of reasons decided to not carry on, and now he's been helping a lot with all the other entrants. Later today we've got in fact the next boat in will be Mark Slats. He'll probably be in another 4 hours or so, 4 or 5 hours maybe, and then about an hour later we expect to see Jean-Luc turn up, and then there'll be another group early in the morning. So there's not going to be a lot of sleep in the next few days. Okay, so Philippe is on his way, and we might shut this down now and come back to you when he's just about to get to the mark, and we'll see how it goes then, and we'll do when he's drifting down, once the sails are dropped, we'll do an interview with him then and find out what's been going on and how he's thinking about the boat and the rest of the voyage around the world. So we'll see you again very shortly. Thanks.